Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Tanks Blitz. Today I'm going to be playing the Tier 10 Mouse. Figure all the other tanks I've showcased before have been, well, not Tier 10 tanks, and Tier 10 tends to be the tier that everyone aims for, so I'll take this thing out for a spin. Honestly, it's one of my favorite Tier 10 tanks. Absolute beast that can angle to multiple targets, multiple enemies simultaneously, and even angle with its rear, which is something no other tank can do, pretty much, or very few tanks can do. Alright, I'm going to take it out for a spin. I'll see you in battle. Here we are on Oasis Palms, and I loaded in late, so I'm going to be a couple seconds late to getting up to where I want to be. Always fun when that happens. Strengths of this tank, well, armor. It's basically the strength this tank has. Also has a decent gun for heavy, low pen, but good alpha. Not much else to say than that. I'll showcase it in a bit. It has 460 alpha on its AP, 390 on its APCR, and 600 on its HE. With 246 pen on its AP, 311 on its APCR, and I believe 64 on its HE. Ultimately, and also has pretty great gun handling. Like, it has much better gun handling than what you would think for a tank. Just look at how small the aiming circle is relatively when moving. That E100 is not enjoying himself, which is always good. I'm going to be doing it a bit different today in terms of the video. I am going to actually showcase a replay as my second battle, because I had a really good game that I want to show to you all. Hope you guys don't mind. There are two Gorillas and a Yaguru possibly camping, so I am... Oh, never mind, he's behind a building. I can't shoot him. It'd be nice to get some HE into that Gorilla, but it ain't gonna happen. Nope. That E100 is getting absolutely wrecked, though, which is good to see because he's a pretty high level threat. This thing, compared to the E100, sacrifices gun power, but just has so much more armor. The E100 has a better upper plate, though, but it can't angle as much either. What the? I mean, I won't say no, but what are you doing? Ah, and the girl's in the corner. And that bat chat does not seem to be with us today. I mean, I won't complain. This thing has 3000 HP, most HP in the game also, which is another strength, which for some reason I didn't mention. I was talking about decent gun handling, decent gun, great armor, but I wasn't talking about the HP. Weaknesses, very low mobility, although it actually has decent acceleration. I want to hit this grill wherever he is. It has a... Always nice when you can get them to shoot HE at you. They are trapped in their spawn now. I'm going to repair my gun, even though that means I could get set on fire or something worse, but... Or not something worse, but something else. Worth the risk, in my opinion, to get some extra accuracy. Nukin, yeah. Want to get some traffic damage. As I said, I don't know if he is aware where I am. But yeah, already up to 3k damage. It's so easy to get damage in this. I love brawling in it. It's just so fun. Because you could, like I said, you could angle to multiple targets. I've bounced Sheridans. Like, for example, a Sheridan got behind me, and he couldn't shoot me because there was nowhere he could pen. I think he eventually switched to heat and did get the pen, but it took him like 30 seconds to figure out how to hit me, and it was beautiful. Alright, now I have an HE max roll loaded. If this guy has a spawn liner, it won't be as impressive, but if I can max roll him, and he doesn't have a spawn liner, this is going to be fun. Oh, never mind. Just gonna switch to AP to guarantee the kill. GG. 4k damage? Very. It's just so easy to pump out damage because your armor takes care of you so well. And I only took I didn't take that many shots that battle, so I couldn't really showcase the armor well. But the game I'm about to show you will definitely showcase it well. And I'll get the replay loaded, and I'll see you there. Alrighty, replay is loaded. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick little tip for replay files. If you double click, hides the bar, which is really great, especially for a YouTuber like me. I like getting thumbnails, and hiding that bar and turning this off gives me perfect thumbnails every time. I'm going to turn that back on because I want to show you guys team lineups possibly. Don't remember saying why I said what. Oh, right. We have 10 heavies this game for some reason. Matchmaking working in its finest. It's pretty funny. So Nube, I'm going with my team all over here, thankfully. Thankfully the team all decided to go over here, which is usually the right choice on this map. I do occasionally go to the other side, the park, but this game, well, it's good we went here. I should say it this way. And honestly, usually you should go to this side. I just sometimes like being a rebel, I guess. Enemy team lineup, they got two E100s, which are threats because if they're running calibrated shells, they could pen me with heat even if I'm almost perfectly angled. Their AMX M4 MLE, I think it has good pen as well. I'm not too worried about it though. IS4, always a threat. E5 is also a threat. I take a bit too long aiming here, and I get punished for it. Let's see. Yeah, he hit me with AP. The mouse's cheeks are very thin, and if that, oh, I keep trying to rotate the screen. And, well, they're not thin per se, but, you know, 240, and it kind of curves, so it's actually pretty good, but that was my aim. But, you know, with the 271 of E100 pen, or, you know, 340 or 374 with heat, if he's running calibrated, he could easily go through me. Even without, he can go through me if he aims well. I'm trying to get shots into these E100s, but I don't have the gun depression for it. Eventually, I think I'm just going to go around, and I'm going to get shot to this E100. Then I think I'm going to try to get an HE round into that E5. That's not going to end up happening, and me and this AMX M4 are going to have some fun. Alright. So this brawl should showcase the mouse's armor decently. The AMX does get around my side and he easily manages to pen me with AP. But after that, I kind of angle up. He has to switch to his premium ammo to get through me, leave his APCR, and he can actually go through my frontal plate with it. But he did bounce my turret there because I was angling it well. I eventually go for AP rather than APCR. And he's gonna now go through my front plate because he can use his gun depression to get through it. I heal my driver. I'm gonna go back to this. And I try to hit his cupola with HE, but he ends up doing a good job blocking it with his gun. And then gets another shot to me. Eventually, I just say screw it and go through his cupola with APCR. And now it's a 2v4 with my IS-7 and I against all these tanks. Thankfully, they're all low HP except for the E100, who's still about half HP. But I'm actually pretty confident about this battle going into this fight, because this E5, I'm going to poke around the corner, kill him. Thankfully, it didn't low roll. I didn't think I was, I think I had been unspotted. That's why I poked around the corner, and I was pretty aware of the fact that I was unspotted. This IS-4 can't pen me unless he gets to my turret cheeks while I'm like this, with heat. So I'm kind of trying to bait a shot, kind of by poking that around the corner. I was hoping he'd try to go for my upper plate, and then I would kind of angle up. And he does hit me with heat, which is not good. But I think about going and trying to take a shot for him, but yeah, IS-4 side armor is pretty great. There is a weak spot on this side armor, which I'll showcase after this battle in the garage. The E100 pokes around the corner. I get a troll track crit, I'm angling up pretty well here. I don't think either of them can pen me, even if they switch to heat. I kind of move my turret because I want to shoot, but then I turn it back because I was worried they would pen me. I'd much rather conserve my HP than get a shot in. This IS-4 is going to try to side scrape. I realize that. I tried to go for that weak spot that I was talking about, but it doesn't work. He's going to bounce me next. Yep, that's the the mouse's armor. Now, I'm very aware to my left, because that E100 disappeared around the corner, and I'm almost certain he's going to come flank me. So I'm starting to angle up to this corner now, and it's a good thing I did, and I go to angle back, and thankfully he tries to hit me with AP on my side. And then I go for the IS-4, because he's the bigger threat here. He has a better reload, better DPM. Pretty sure he has better DPM at least. And he can bounce my shots pretty well, whereas E100 likely won't. I load APCR to finish him off, angle up, and he can't pen me at all. This E100 with AP, if I'm angled like that, cannot pen me. So here comes the brawl of the German heavies. I go through his track wheel, because I knew I could pen him like that. And I angle up my turret like this. And he cannot pen this with heat unless he's running calibrated shells. He could possibly pen my turret cheeks, but I'm kind of wiggling my turret a bit. I go with APCR and hit his gun. So now I pull back because I see he's going to hit that, and I was hoping I could get some AP into his lower plate, but I eventually just decide against it and go for the guaranteed pen. Start angling up again. I kind of switched my angle there. He might have been able to get a shot into me if he was quick about it, but I was pretty confident he wouldn't. Tries going for my lower plate with APCR, and at this point I'm almost certain I've got him beaten on the reload, so I just push in. And I do a mistake here. I ram him. I should not have rammed him, because now I'm a potential one-shot to his AP. Thankfully, doesn't matter, and that's a Kalabanov's. I loved that battle. Very excited, as you saw the 3 capital G's. My hands were shaking at the end of that, and it was just such a awesome battle. I did say I would showcase the IS-4's weak spot, so it has a weird kind of strip of armor right here, where even if it's angled, you can pin it relatively easily, and it's almost a guaranteed pin. I think it might be like something to do with overmatch. Not quite sure, but it's kind of a hard shot to make. But if you ever see an IS-4 side scraping at you, not at too high an angle, if he's side scraping like this, you're not going to hit it because you'll just get his track. But if he's like this, pretty much the only way you could pen him is using heat, I think like right here, or using AP and hitting it kind of right here. That's a weak spot on the IS-4. Also, another thing, old clanmate of mine showed me when I was in a clan, the roof is only 40 millimeters thick. So if you look where my mouse is, if you're face-hugging an IS-4 and you could get your gun, you could shoot this area and you'll go through him, as long as you have a 121 millimeter gun or bigger. And it's a bit of knowledge about the IS-4. Maybe I'll do a video on it one day. But yeah, that's the mouse. I love this thing. I've only played 26, sorry, with that previous battle I played to show you guys. Only played 26 battles in it, but it's an absolutely amazing beast of a tank, and I love it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to see more content like this, and that's it. Appreciate y'all. See you next time.